Outfit. The vest. I like it.
Thank you. Benji. Just so you know,
Raymond.
I might shoot down OTT here.
I wouldn't expect any less from you. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to shoot you down. Shoot us all down, and for that matter. A little bit, man.
All right, let's hear it.
Well,
this is something.
gentlemen,
Vicky.
an opportunity has come up for me with a business partner. As of yesterday, I've decided to step back. Per my duties as a board member and executive, I will help with any transition period. I'll help with whatever needs to be done for things to go smoothly forward. But I have a vision, albeit poor because I only have one eye, but I still have a vision that I want to complete. This has been something I've been thinking about for a while. It was more of a matter of when, not if. As for any sort of severance or anything of the sort, I've already spoke with Mr. Romanoff and Mr. Tyrone.
Okay.
The most important thing for me is securing the intellectual property to the artificial interns. The partnership with Niseko Virtual Labs, that's all I care about. Oh, and Brecker's branding and marketing.
So you don't care about Butcoin or anything like that?
Oh, I mean, I feel like securing the rights to the AI is like, I mean, it's gotta be worth a lot, guys. It's worth more than Butcoin. Come on.
Okay, well, that's more for us, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I respect it.
I talked to Mickey and Ray yesterday, OTT. And after hearing what Mickey wants to do, frankly, I just can't be bothered anymore either. I put in my 2 weeks notice, 2-day notice, whatever notice it has to be. I'm out.
Okay, so what is all of this about rebranding and all this other stuff?
No, that's what Ray mentioned to the company members yesterday was that he gave one of the potential options, you know? Whoever's left over, if they're going to rebrand or not, if he decides to rebrand, if we decide to rebrand, if we work together or anything like that. But no, that was just one of the options. I'll be honest, Ray, the staff were confused yesterday. They thought we were just rebranding straight up.
Okay, so when you say we, as in you and Raymond?
No, as in the
you, Raymond, and
company.
Mickey?
I'm speaking as a company for now. They thought that it was just going through a rebrand, you know what I mean? But it's not a rebrand. We didn't tell them that I'm about to leave. We didn't tell them that Mickey has already decided to leave.
Yep,
Okay, so
Mickey left
it's
yesterday.
Okay. And Raymond, what's your plans?
You know, I was gonna talk to you about that today, but unfortunately, when I tried to have a conversation, you shut it down quite quickly. So I don't even know if I should even be talking about my plans. I mean, if Mickey and Benji are leaving, I assume that you don't want to work with me. I mean, it's clear. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
That's all good with me.
If if you didn't come back from your vacation and then immediately vote to take everything out of the house, essentially, without my say or a conversation, basically to cover your own asses in case I were to fuck you over, which I would never do, and I've told you guys this repeatedly. Not to mention that stuff was already missing from the house the day before. In my heart, I already knew shit was about to go south, but I really, in my heart, didn't believe you guys would do that, at least without speaking to me. And I'll be honest, that right there is a low blow. To wake up to not even a note, which is, a company standard, communication's awful. No note, no nothing, no courtesy, anything. I just woke up and I'm like, oh fuck. Well, I'm fucked. This feels very familiar. It really sucks to have 3 people that I dedicated so much to, and although we didn't always agree on everything, to just be kind of tossed away like my vote or my opinion doesn't matter. And I understand that it's 3 votes to 1, but to at least give me the courtesy to state my case and to have a voice would have gone a long way. But instead, you've opted to not do that. You've opted to have conversations and steer the company into a direction or kill it, whatever the case may be, without me having a say at all when I worked extremely hard for this.
Okay.
It sucked.
All right. I understand your perspective, but it's funny you keep saying this, like you're building this narrative, but that wasn't what it was. We literally had a meeting last night to tell you that we're going to have a meeting today. We left notes. We literally told everyone we're making an announcement. We're having a meeting. We took 75% and moved it to a neutral location. I don't even have direct access to it. You're the only one who actually has access to everything right now of your own goods. And you know, when I want to have
Actually,
the
you
courtesy,
still have the AIs. They're in cold storage at the house. I am going to need to get
I
those robots out.
listen,
like,
OTT, when I wanted to have a conversation with you about it and let you know what
I'm
did
just
happen
saying.
yesterday, you just assumed that I was saving my own ass because I want to vote to secure everything when half of the board was deciding to leave. So it's insane to me that you're sitting here and just insinuating that we want to betray you or I want to betray you. When all
No,
it is,
I don't think it is.
What is
Sorry,
it?
keep going. Keep going. Say your piece. It's okay. I'm going to be respectful here. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream. I'm over this. So just say what you need to say.
Okay. OTT. I remember, and I recall this very specifically. We discussed, I want to say maybe like 2-3 months ago when JP did whatever the fuck he did. We discussed no matter what happens going forward, we probably split everything evenly. Even if Mickey or Benji or I or you did less or no work, whatever it was,
Correct.
if we decide to move our own ways, Mickey would still get the same
25%.
amount. Yes.
Correct.
With that in mind, that exact conversation that you were aware of,
Yeah.
and with an entire 3 out of 4 board member majority vote that people wanted to have a conversation and move things right now neutrally 25 25 25 25, we agreed to do so. It wasn't specifically because we didn't trust you or we didn't it was because first of all, half of the fucking board want to leave. We didn't want to leave it in the house with 50% of the people that had access to it that wanted to leave.
Why? That means you don't trust people. I would never believe that Mickey would go in and steal all the stuff,
frankly,
or you or Benji.
Benji, you
I
talk.
got worried about shit yesterday when stuff went missing. That was the thing that triggered it in my mind. I didn't steal that shit. Did you?
Benji, if I was going to steal anything, bro, I would have changed the locks
That's
in
what
the
I'm.
house and I would have taken
That's what
everything.
I'm saying. That's why I'm like, if it's not OTT, then it's somebody else with keys. And I just, I got worried for myself, to be honest with you. Whoever stole something is fucked up. It's fucked up.
You're still doing it.
What am I doing?
You are. You are quite literally the biggest sack of shit I've ever known. You even gaslight now, bro, and it's just like we're at the end. It's amazing, but it's whatever, bro. I respect it, bro.
Fuck.
I respect it.
Bobby, but then at the end of the
respect.
day, whatever happened, like OTT, this is the example that I tried to tell you about in the hospital that you refuse to understand. Right between the to talk about appeasing you or another party, this is exactly how shit this system is, how shit this company is. While you stand there and you talk about how hey, it sucks for you that we didn't wait for your word. This is the reality of this shit company. That when the board outvotes you, it's a done deal.
I understand that, Benji.
Yeah, and I'm
But
like,
out of
it's like,
respect and courtesy, I should at least be able to have the conversation with you so that I can state a case to give you an opinion because I've earned that right. I agree with the fact that you guys have me outvoted. I understand that you guys are more in line with your way of thinking and how you want to operate within the city, and I respect that. But what you should have done, and it would have meant a lot to me, is to at least wait for me to be awake and for us to have a civil conversation like we're having now, and it would have changed a lot. But instead, I woke up to not just there's not 25% in that house. And that's the materialistic stuff is whatever. It's more so the fact that it just adds on to the fact that I've always not been one of your brothers. You guys have always had your guys' backs, and you chose to have mine when it was convenient for you. And I've always had yours, all three of yous. And I've shown that through my actions. And when you are willing to take the side of friends outside the company or contractors over somebody that has been through the thick of it with you, through the JP stuff, through all of those things, it hasn't always been perfect. But at the end of the day, I thought we had enough respect for each other that you would at least afford me an opportunity to speak before such drastic things were done, even though I was outvoted. I've never complained about the vote. I've always stayed true to that. I've always just been along for the ride here. And I get it, you told me. And then I came in, I was the grinder, I was the seventh man. But I knew that when they left, when the people that don't stay around are going to be gone, that I would have my opportunity to step up and really show that I can bring value to this company. I feel like I did. But the thing is, I feel like you never looked at me like I was part of the original. It was like I was just there. And I had put in so much work that I feel like you guys just dealt with me until there was enough things that you could complain about me for, and then you ultimately wanted to cut ties with me. That's how I feel.
Hold on. Let me say something
important.
too. I want to say this too, okay? OTT, I don't know. I get what you're saying, okay? But you need to fucking, as much as I'm a gaslighter and how you can see that, why the fuck can you see the flaws of this whole thing in yourself?
I do.
Then good. Then you know why these decisions were made, why it's easy for the vote to happen. Once again, you package this whole thing like you're a goddamn fucking victim of people not liking you enough
Yeah,
and
here
shit.
it is again. Here it is.
Listen, can I?
You didn't like me enough to give me a word. I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not gonna
guys.
yell, bro.
Dude.
But
it
it's
doesn't-
clear.
I don't give a fuck if you don't yell or
told
not,
me-
bro.
Yeah, but you told me that you don't fuck with me like that. That I'm not on that level. And so when I tell you that, then you just your defense is I play victim. I am the victim
I'm
here.
telling you right now.
I am the victim here.
That is correct. But fucking
Thank you.
realize why the fuck it's reached that point. Because of the system.
Yeah.
Because of all this.
If I may, a word.
No, I
The
do want
fuck?
to speak real quick. I'm waiting. Listen,
Make it
this
sound
is
like we just
important.
hate you because we hate you.
Wait,
Motherfucker,
I
you
haven't
do
gone-
shit to hate you, bruh. What the
Listen,
fuck?
just very quickly. I wanna gloss over
Holy
this. This is something
fucking
that is actually
child.
genuine concern. First of all, this entire argument, everything wasn't even specifically about you, ODT. Mickey wanted to go part his own ways. As soon as Mickey left, Benji doesn't want to deal with shit because then it's a collapse of the vision of the company. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck do? I want to have a conversation with ODT and we go from there. There are issues. They've had issues with you specifically in the past, but it doesn't mean that's the destruction of the company. And I want to say something real quick. Motherfucker, you keep touting this, and it's a conversation we've had in the past. It's an argument. This whole, it's you against us. Like, it's, you don't need to keep saying that.
Dude.
And even if it's
Okay.
true or not,
No.
it's just,
OTT, that's because you walk in to any situation and you assume the worst. So for you, no matter what, you think that it's blood pact between me and Mickey and Ray that I got their bags. And nobody does it for you. But the thing is, the reality is, OTT, that even though, listen to this, okay? I don't blame you for a lot of the decisions that you make. But because of our company system, because of how you are usually the one bearing the bad news of something bad happening during EU, and it falls on you, and I understand and I appreciate how hard it is. It's just making it hard to fuck with you. It's not because I walked into this whole thing saying, fuck OTT, I'd never have his back. No, actually it went from, I fuck with OTT, okay, now I fuck with him less. Okay, this one is annoying me. Okay, there's more drama, I'm tired of it. That's what you need to see, dude. It ain't completely your fault. But why the fuck do you keep on making yourself, by default, saying that, like, we don't fuck with you just from the beginning completely? If you want to play
And
that
why-
card, then you just fucked.
Okay. Well, can we move on? Because we're just going to talk in circles
Okay,
and
yeah,
we're
move
just going
on.
to agree to disagree.